Bros. This is the All Bros podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we are a couple of aspiring filmmakers that love to watch and critique movies, but also enjoy a bit of the nerd life. This week on the podcast, we got a fairly decent selection of new pop figures coming out. We got 4 new Blu-Rays coming out this week as well. In news, we got a little update. It might be a rumor, but it sounds more like it's a report for the new Black Widow movie. We do not have anything in this week's sneak peeks, but Rose is going to update us with what's in the box. And then for our main event of the evening, we have a couple messages from our bros, and then I am going to be pitching my idea for a She-Hulk movie in our She-Hulk Dreamcast.
Caleb just peed a little.
Just way to make it weird.
You got to make it weird at least once in a while.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one, but it's also like a funky one, but I'll get into it.
I know, I'm not excited.
All right, so with that, let's say we get into it.
Let's do it.
All right, first off, Adventures in Hunting, new pop figures. We got quite a bit.
Yes, we do.
That are coming to Hot Topic, and then we got just a couple like random ones here and there. So the first one that we're going to talk about that is coming to Hot Topic is one of Rose's favorites, Michael Myers.
Actually, he is my favorite. He's my favorite killer.
Out of everyone?
Yeah, he is my favorite serial killer horror character. Yeah, Michael Myers is my favorite.
Fair enough.
And
yeah, you do kind of have a Halloween hard on.
Damn straight. Yeah,
so explain to us what's different about this one.
Okay, so this pop, it looks like Funko finally got the sculpt for the Michael Myers mask down because his eyebrows are not bulging like they were on the original. Or what was the word that you used to describe it, Caleb?
Prominent.
Prominent. Yes, thank you. So they've been shrunk down way more. It looks so much better. His stance is fantastic. It's just him, with 1 foot forward holding a bloody butcher knife. It's perfect. And yeah, I love this pop. I can't wait to own this pop. I might buy 2 cuz I might want to take one out of the box. Yeah, screw it. Yeah, no, dude, I'm buying 2. Dude, it's Michael Myers.
Dude, that's a big deal when you want to take shit out of the box.
Yeah, dude, I love Michael Myers. He's my favorite killer.
Fair enough.
That sounds like really disturbing that I'm going to buy 2 pops just because he's my favorite killer. Makes me sound like I have a very dark mind.
It kind of does. So that one's coming out from Hot Topic. We got one of, I wouldn't say he's my favorite killer, but one of my favorites, Good Guy Chucky.
Yes, I might buy 2 of him as well. I'm just kidding.
Dude, that one's so cool, but like you said, I think the knife behind his back kind of like ruins it.
It does, because I think it should just be a good guy doll.
I know, dude, and then they could put it in like the box.
Oh my gosh.
Kind of like how, yeah, like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, if Funko made the box for this look like an actual like good guy's box, that would make my whole year. Legit.
That would be marketing at its finest.
Right? Seriously though.
Yeah, this one's a pretty cool one. It's one that I want to see in person. I probably I kind of really want it. So we'll see how.
Which is surprising
what I
because you
do.
never get horror pops.
Yeah, you're right. The only horror pop I have is Pennywise.
Yeah, with the bloody. It's a bloody arm, right?
Does he have the bloody arm? I thought it was just the common.
No, no. I think I gave you the Amazon exclusive to where he's waving like the bloody hand.
Oh, I'd have to check when I get home because, I mean, hopefully you can't tell as much this episode, but we're filming separately this week again.
Yeah.
And we're probably going to be filming separately next week too, but then we'll be back to a normal schedule.
Yes. So hopefully, since we're wearing
recording.
So since we're both wearing headphones this time, hopefully there's no echo.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Guess we'll find out.
Yep.
So yeah, the next pop figure that we got is Harley Quinn Robin.
This one looks fantastic. I'm gonna need this one.
It does look pretty cool. Like, you don't really, like, with the picture that Hot Topic shared, you don't really get as clear of an image of it as you do on the pin.
Yes, I agree. Like, for a second.
Weird.
Yeah, for a second on the pin, I don't know why, it actually looked like she had full pants on. So I was like, what the hell? But yeah, no, never mind, it's just her boots. I feel like they're way higher on the pin than they are on the actual pop.
Yeah, that's what I gathered too, but maybe it's just because we didn't get a super clear image of that.
Yeah, good point. Hopefully they release one of them soon. Yeah, it is very cool.
Yeah. The next one that we got coming to Hot Topic is the Corrupted Venom, which kind of reminds me of a Demogorgon.
It legit does. No kidding. So the one about... Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's like it's kind of like a strawberry chocolate swirl. Like, that's basically what this figure is.
Dude, no, you got a point there. So with this one, and then also the Harley Quinn and the other one that we're going to talk about, I don't know if Caleb mentioned this, but these three are going to be exclusive to LA Comic-Con. And this Venom, only the glow in the dark version will be exclusive to the con, and then the regular version will be released to stores.
Oh, a glow in the dark one of these would be badass.
Looks like you're gonna have to resort to eBay then if you want it.
I don't want to go to eBay.
Hey, you can sometimes find a really good deal.
Whatever. So then, I think this is the last one coming to Hot Topic.
Yes, it is.
Is a Cosmic Ghost Rider with baby Thanos.
One of the most out there pops I think I've ever seen, even though it is actually based off a comic book.
It is. So I didn't believe that, like, because I thought the Ghost Rider looked weird. So I Googled the Ghost Rider, but then it just it never looked like it. So I saw on the box, which you can kind of see in the image, it said Cosmic. So I searched Cosmic Ghost Rider, and then it kind of gives like a background of that character. And apparently Cosmic Ghost Rider is Frank Castle that made a deal with the devil, then made a deal with Galactus, and then was going to go and kill baby Thanos, and then hijinks ensued, and now it looks like they're buddies.
That's so interesting to me.
Yeah, apparently Frank Castle and Rhodey have the same image in mind on how to end Thanos.
Yeah, apparently so.
Oh my god. Dude, that was the funniest joke ever.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It was just
I think
so
it's
perfect.
Definitely like top 5 jokes.
Yeah, no. I just love Banner's response after. He's like, "Okay, first of all, that's horrible." He's just like, "It's Thanos. Like, how is that horrible?"
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, this one looks like a great figure. It looks like
does.
it could glow in the dark.
It.
At least the head.
I mean, it might. There might be a chase variant of it that glows in the dark.
That would be awesome.
But would you be willing to pay double of what the pop goes for the chase?
No.
Because I think it'd be very hard to find it in stores.
Yeah. But regardless, if I can find like a glow-in-the-dark version of this, or if I can just find the common version of this, I want this figure. I think it'd be so funny to own.
I think it would too. But I don't know. It's not one that like I would go out of my way to get. Like if I found it in the store, and like maybe I had like a $5 off certificate at Hot Topic, I would get it. But I'm not like have my eyes set on it like I do with Michael Myers and Chucky.
I hope a lot of people have that mindset, because this is one that I would pay full price for.
I'm really hoping that a lot of people don't want, or at least that Michael Myers and Chucky don't sell out, because then I will cry.
Yeah, I bet with how popular of a character Harley Quinn is, I'm going to bet that it's going to be Harley Quinn and maybe corrupted Venom that are going to be difficult to find.
Well, usually, actually, I don't know about Harley Quinn, because Hot Topic actually, they usually mass produce any Harley Quinn pops, so I don't think Harley Quinn's actually going to be that hard to get.
Huh.
But
all right. Well,
Venom though, Venom though on the other hand will probably be.
Probably. I like the horror ones don't really do that well in Hot Topic, because I still see the Chucky on that cart a lot.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. But that is such a great pop.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure Michael Myers and Chucky are going to be easy to find.
Okay, good.
If they mass produce Harley Quinn, then that one's not going to be very hard. Corrupted Venom. Hot Topic's actually a pretty decent place to get exclusives like this, so I think we'll be fine. The only one I'm afraid of is Cosmic Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I feel Hot Topic and Box Lunch are two of the best because they're such smaller stores. They still get the exact same amount of pops that like a normal store would get, like Target or Walmart. So they're able to send more to the stores, which I love.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's all the ones coming to Hot Topic. We got the next one that we're going to talk about is the 10-inch Kool-Aid Man, which is coming to Target.
Yes. And
Target.
I was going to do a Kool-Aid impression, but I don't think I can do it.
Doing the Kool-Aid impression isn't that hard. You just go, "Oh yeah."
Okay. Actually, that was not bad.
Dude, I even impressed myself there.
That was really good, bro.
I know, I'm kind of proud of myself. But yeah, 10-inch Kool-Aid Man. I don't really see the necessity for this one.
I don't either, but let's face it, they make everything 10 inches nowadays. And you know what I just realized? That sounded very dirty.
Yeah, a little bit. Shit. This is a PG-13 podcast, Rose.
We didn't show anything. We just said it. So.
Yeah, touche.
Yeah, so we're still good.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, like, some of the 10-inch pops are, like, really weird. And then, like, when we talked about it with Good Boys, when you were gone, when we were talking to Victor from Crash and Taz's Movie Cellar, the 19-inch Batman. Like, why?
Have you seen how much that thing's going to cost?
No.
$100.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Who is dumb enough to buy that?
Dedicated Batman fans? I mean, I kind of want to just see it in person because that's kind of cool.
Dude, I do too. But, like, I barely have space for a 10-inch Hulk. Like, dude, where in the hell would someone put a 19-inch Batman?
Yeah, dude, I don't know. Like, I feel you there, though, because I don't have room for all of my 10-inch pops, so I actually had to put them back in the boxes. I'm like, damn it. So I got to figure out some more space.
Oh my gosh. Dude, like after I finished recording with Victor on that, I grabbed my yardstick
Yeah.
and it is over half of my yardstick.
Damn.
It is freaking humongous. And then I can only imagine how much it weighs.
Yeah, that thing's going to be heavy as hell.
Yeah, and then like imagine how big the head is going to be.
Have they shown like what pose it's going to be in, or like what like actual like Batman it is?
So it just looks like a common Batman.
It does? Here, I'm going to look it up really
Yeah.
quickly because I want to see it.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a very common pose. He's just standing up straight with his arms down. It's like nothing special with... Yeah, and it's freaking giant.
Okay, so you can find it somewhere cheaper at some places. Like some have it for 80 and some have it for 90.
So, well, that's reasonable.
Well, it's better than, $100. So you got to give them that.
Yeah, but not by much.
Yeah, I know, but for 19 inches, I mean, $80 is not awful considering that 10-inch pops are $30. So,
well, with the 10-inch being 30 and the 19 being double or almost double that, it's not even quite double that size.
yeah.
So it's kind of like, I feel it should be around 60.
Apparently Funko does not agree with you.
Apparently not. I just hope they don't make a 19-inch Hulk, because I will cry.
We'll go in halves on that, and we'll just both own it, but it will stay at your house.
I can live with that, but I still might cry.
Fair.
Yeah, so we didn't really talk about Kool-Aid Man all that much.
No, we got distracted by 19-inch Batman.
Yeah. So I don't think either of us are going to want the 10-inch Kool-Aid Man.
No, I mean, the latest 10-inch pop that I picked up was the 10-inch Pennywise, and I don't really see, any interest in getting the others. Unless they do a 10-inch like Hawkeye, then I'll be down.
Or a 10-inch Michael.
Don't even joke about that.
Yeah, that would suck, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it really would.
Yeah, imagine how I felt when they announced the 10-inch Hulk.
Yeah, I'm sure you cried.
Just a little bit. The next figure that we got is Maleficent from the Mistress of Evil.
I'm glad that they're finally doing a Angelina Jolie Maleficent pop.
Have they not done one of her?
I don't think they have.
I would have sworn they did one, but I might be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
No, yeah, I don't think they have. I think this is the first time.
Huh. Well, alrighty then.
Yeah.
This figure's cool. Not one I need or want, but still cool.
Yeah, no, it really is.
The next one that we got is a box lunch exclusive Flocked Appa. And this one looks a little like, I've seen pictures of it like out of the box, and it looks kind of derpy.
So is this like okay? Wait. So did they do like a regular version of this at all?
I don't think they did. I think it was always the flock version.
Oh, okay. I mean, I won't get it just because I'm not a big Avatar fan. But
Right.
what about you? Are you gonna get it?
Probably not. Like, I
Oh,
really like Avatar, but it's not one that I need the figures for.
that's fair.
Like I've said, like my main focus with my figures and my collection is Hulk and then Marvel.
Okay. Are there any? Well, okay, so like with the Marvel ones that like how they've released more of like the what is it? What series are they doing right now with Marvel Comics?
The 80 year.
Yeah. Do you plan on picking any others of those up?
I'm thinking about getting the Iceman.
What about the Human Torch? I almost said Flaming Torch.
So that's not the Fantastic Four's Human Torch.
Oh, it's not?
No. It's so yeah, Johnny Storm was not the first Human Torch.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So that one, no, but I will want a Johnny Storm Human Torch in the future.
Okay, wait. So who was the original Human Torch?
I don't know his name off the
Oh,
top of my
okay.
head.
Okay, now you're good. Yeah, I did not even know that. Wow. I really need to do more research on Fantastic Four.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think the only one from like 80 year is actually there's a couple. I want Nick Fury or the new
Okay,
Nick Fury that came out.
okay, that one actually does look really cool. I'll fully admit that.
Yeah. I want Ms. Marvel
Of course.
and I think I want to get Iceman.
Okay, okay, the Iceman one does actually look really cool. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I really dig that one.
Out of all of them, I actually really want the Human Torch one.
That one's really cool. If I see that one in person, I don't know if I could pass it up.
Yeah, I saw it at the Provo GameStop, a couple weeks ago, and yeah, I'll admit I almost bought it.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't know if I could have passed that one up.
Yeah, I kind of regret passing it up now.
uh, okay, and then the last line of pop figures that we're going to talk about, Greatest Showman is finally getting the Funko treatment.
Yes.
And they only announced, what, 4?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the picture. Sorry. Oh, here it is. Yes, 4 of them.
So which 4 did they...
So it has P.T. Barnum.
Of course.
Zendaya's character, I don't remember her name. Do you?
Nope.
Okay. All right, good. I'm not the only one. Good. And then the bearded lady. And then Zac Efron's character.
Cool. Pretty decent selection.
Yeah. I think the only one that I really want is the P.T. Barnum one. Because that one actually looks really cool, and it's Hugh Jackman. So.
Touche. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any of these ones.
I mean,
I really liked Greatest Showman, but it's not one that I need to have in my life.
No, I can understand that.
Yeah. So that covers all the pop figures that we're going to talk about. Do you have any others to add, Rose?
No, I do not.
Okay. So moving on to Blu-rays coming out this week, we got Child's Play coming out on Tuesday.
Yes, sir. I'm so excited
tomorrow,
for this.
Yeah, tomorrow on
Wait, what?
this release date. It's coming out tomorrow on the day that we release this.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Get with it, Rose.
I'm
Gosh,
sorry.
Damn it.
I'm failing, okay? I apologize.
Quit apologizing.
Caleb, you should know by now, asking me to stop apologizing is basically asking me to stop breathing.
like I said.
I mean, if you want me to hold my breath and die, okay, I guess I'll do it, because I don't think I'll be able to ever stop saying sorry.
I'm not asking you to hold your breath until you die, just until you pass out at least. Like, we all remember that one kid at school.
Yeah, okay, good point.
Yeah, like in 4th grade, there's a dude that says, like, oh yeah, I can hold my breath until I pass out. And I'm like, no, you can't. Just to see him do it.
I'm happy to say I was never that kid.
Neither was I. I was the kid that would provoke that kid.
Of course you were. Why does that not surprise me one bit?
I don't know, because I'm an asshole.
True.
Then So this is the 2019 Child's Play, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And
yeah, so this one was friggin' awesome.
Yes, it was. Sadly, though, there are no exclusives. It's just a bare bones Blu-ray and digital release.
Well, lame.
I'm just happy. I just can't wait to own this movie. Because, like I said when we reviewed this movie, this is to me the best horror remake I've ever seen, or reimagining, whatever you want to call this Child's Play.
Yeah, I think remakes kind of suck, but reimaginings work really well.
Yeah, they do, because literally, I think with this one, they kind of like just keep a little bit of the story in it, and the names, but that's literally it. Like, it is quite different from the original Child's Play, I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So yeah, the next Blu-ray that we got is Sleeping Beauty.
Yes.
And this is the original one, right?
Uh-huh. And this will be getting a 4K release. It will be getting a Target Digibook as well as a Best Buy Steelbook.
That's a lot of releases for a really boring movie.
You know, I would argue with you, but yeah, I've honestly actually never made it through this movie. It's not my favorite.
Dude, I don't think it's anyone's favorite.
We're going to get so much hate from Sleeping Beauty lovers.
Probably. Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, getting hate mail, still getting mail.
You know what? You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
Then kind of going off of the Sleeping Beauty bandwagon, Maleficent is also getting a Blu-ray release this week.
Yes. So that is getting a Best Buy exclusive steelbook, which unsurprisingly, and I don't think it's getting a Target Digibook. I think it's just getting the Best Buy steelbook. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's a Target Digibook. Yeah, so it's just a steelbook. I mean, it's a nice steelbook. It's just a black background with her face on it.
Oh, so nothing like super special.
No, but so it's kind of like her hidden. You know, like okay, so you know, like that head or that piece that she has on the back of her costume.
Yes.
So she kind of has like her head turned, and she has a little bit of her like cheek hidden behind it.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it looks better than the regular 4K release. Because the 4K release is just basically what was on the original Blu-ray.
Right. Yeah, I'll give you that one. That one sounds pretty good. Is this one that you're going to get?
No, because I don't love this movie, and I don't think it's worth $35.
Yeah, I would agree with you there. It's a not terrible movie.
It's not, but I literally only watched it once, and I don't feel I need to watch it again.
Same here.
Yeah.
And then the last Blu-ray that got released this week is 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah, on 4K.
So is this the original animated, or is this one of the live-action one?
No, this is the OG animated one.
Sweet.
Yes, so this will be getting a Target exclusive digibook, as well as a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. And I actually might have lied about Sleeping Beauty. I don't think that any of the releases are in 4K. I think they're actually just regular. Yeah, my bad. It's just regular Blu-ray on Sleeping Beauty. It's not 4K.
Okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Yeah. So 101 Dalmatians will be getting a new Blu-ray release, and it will be getting a Target exclusive digibook, as well as a Best Buy exclusive steelbook. And I was talking to Caleb about the steelbook. I don't know how I feel, even though she's one of my favorite Disney villains, of Cruella being the only person on the front of the steelbook.
Yeah, that's funky. That's really weird. It should have been the Dalmatians.
Yeah, or like they did with the Target digibook, it has her in the middle, and then the Dalmatians are surrounding her.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I think with the steelbook, what they should have done is, like what you said, have the Dalmatians on the front, and then on the back, it should be Cruella and Horace and Jasper.
Yes.
That would have been great.
That would have been awesome.
I would totally buy that steelbook, but I don't think I'm going to buy this one, honestly.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
So, I actually forgot 2 other releases coming out. My bad. We got Shaft, starring Samuel L. Jackson, and then also Yesterday. And I actually
Yesterday.
I actually really want to. I've been wanting to check that one out.
Yeah, me too.
So I might have to wait till that's like $10 and then just blind buy it.
Yeah, and then Shaft, is that the new one that he was in?
Yeah. So I think like someone said that's like a remake of something?
A remake?
That's what I thought I heard. Or is it a sequel of something?
I thought it was a sequel.
Okay, it's probably a sequel. I just don't know my stuff.
Well, cool. I think that covers all the Blu-rays for the week, right?
Yep, yeah, that is it.
Awesome. All right, moving on to Through the Wall. The only bit of news that we got, and like I said, this is more of a report than a rumor, so I feel it has a bit more, I don't know the word, validation, I guess, behind it. Yeah. Is the so Black Widow is supposedly going to be having Robert Downey Jr. returning as Iron Man.
I really hope this is true.
I do too. I freaking love Iron Man, and I kind of want to see him back.
I do too. I really do. And I love Scarlett Johansson and Robert Downey Jr.'s chemistry together, so I'd love to see more of that.
Oh my gosh, that would be great. Even if it's just like a small cameo.
Yeah, right?
But I kind of hope it's a cameo that brings a little heart to it, because if this is supposed to be like what they said between like what happened after Civil War with her, then he was technically like pissed off at her and kind of hunting her down.
That is very true.
So I hope this is more of like a heartfelt cameo than a like making him out to be like a douchebag cameo.
Yeah, I hope the same. I also really hope that, Jeremy Renner is in this, or at least cameos. Like, come on. If you're going to have Iron Man in it, you got to have Hawkeye in it.
Yeah, exactly. And if the rumors are true and they're going to be discussing Budapest, you can't not have Hawkeye in that.
Exactly.
Like, I feel if you don't have Hawkeye, that's just a big middle finger to the fans.
Seriously, that is a disservice to the fans. We need to know what happened in Budapest.
Hell yeah, we do. Like we have waited since 2012.
This is getting annoying.
What happened in Budapest?
And like they just keep teasing it in every single Avengers movie. I don't know if they tease
I know.
it. I don't know. I can't remember if they tease it in Age of Ultron, but in Endgame, he's just like, "We're a long way from Budapest." I'm like, just tell me what happened there.
Dude, exactly. It's just kind of like, just tell us already. The payoff better be freaking amazing for this, though.
Yeah, seriously though.
So yeah, I'm super excited for this. I do feel like it's going to be introducing a lot of people because it's going to be introducing David Harbour as Red Guardian, and it's going to be introducing Taskmaster. It's going to be introducing other Black Widows.
Yeah, that's true.
It's going to be a freaking packed movie.
Yeah, this movie's got its plate full, definitely.
Yeah, I hope it just doesn't get Spider-Man 3'd.
Yeah. Oh, please no. Because that will be the first MCU's Spider-Man 3. And that is something we definitely do not need.
Yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, not a great start to Phase 4.
Yeah, like, dude, this is going to be the thing that sets off Phase 4. So
yeah.
It has to do freaking amazing.
Yeah, it really does.
Like, otherwise people are just going to be like, oh, it's just blah.
Yeah.
Which would suck.
Yeah, it really would. Because I want this movie to be so good and succeed as well.
Hell yeah. So that's all I got. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, I just hope this news is true.
Yeah, me too. I definitely want to see Robert Downey back.
Robert Downey Jr.?
Robert Downey. Yeah, I've had a hard time talking today.
It's okay.
All right. Like we said, we don't have anything for this week's sneak peeks. But Rose, do you want to update us with what's in the box this week?
I would love to. So at number 1, for the second week, we got It Chapter 2, that brought in $39 million. At number 2, we got a new release, which was Hustlers, starring Jennifer Lopez, and that brought in $33 million, which is awesome. I think it actually went above expectations.
Nice.
Yeah. At number 3, we got Angel Has Fallen, which brought in another $4 million, very close to $5 million. At number 4, we got Good Boys, which brought in another $4 million. And then at number 5, we got The Lion King, which brought in another $3 million, not $35 million.
Not bad.
Yeah.
All right. Well, cool. I don't really have anything else to add on top of that. Do you?
Not really. I mean, all I can say is I really hope that It Chapter 2 continues to do good at the box office, because I hope it at least matches or exceeds the box office for the first one, because that would kind of suck if it came in lower than that.
Oh, that would suck big time.
Yeah.
But I also don't know if it could do it. Because the first one was amazing. The second one, it was really good. But I think a lot of people could agree it relies very heavily on the kids still.
It does. I agree. Yeah, so right now it's up to $388 million. And
what was the first one sitting at?
The original brought in, I want to say it was over $700 million.
Over its entire release?
Yes.
Okay, so it's not doing bad.
No, it's not. Here, let me check really quick. So it brought in exactly 700 million.
Like exactly?
Well, 700.4, but still, like literally exactly 700 million.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, cool. So, with that, I think that covers all of our news. So let's say we move on to our main event of the evening.
Let's do it.
Time for the main event.
It's main event time.
Let's play a game.
Alright, for this week's main event of the evening, I will be heading up a She-Hulk Dreamcast. But first, we do got a couple messages from our bros. We didn't get any on Facebook or Twitter, but we did get a couple on Instagram. I posted our question of the week, which was, who do you think would be a good fit to play Jennifer Walters / She-Hulk? Because I feel like that was my biggest, roadblock with this Dreamcast was who to cast as Jennifer Walters.
That's fair. I feel I when kind of spoiler alert, when we do the Kate Bishop Hawkeye Dreamcast next week, I don't think I'm gonna have that problem, because if they do decide to go with her, I think Haley Steinfeld is perfect for the role.
Yeah, you get casting rumors. I don't.
Yeah.
So our first message is from Kaiju Force. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. On Instagram.
It's an awesome name.
And yeah, right. And I think it's a he.
I hope so, because
I'm
gonna feel really bad if we feel really bad if we just gender stereotyped.
Yeah, he.
Okay, phew.
Yeah. So he said Elizabeth Cambridge, and I did not know who that was.
I don't either. So you said Elizabeth Cambridge?
Cambridge.
Oh,
Cambag. Or like Cambage.
Okay. Oh, she's a basketball player.
Yes.
So,
and she does have that look. Like, that's why I really liked this one. I mean, I don't know if this girl acts or not. I'm assuming not.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, but she does have like that look that I was searching for.
Yeah.
For my She-Hulk. So yeah, like we got to talking, and I asked him like, "Oh, does she act?" And yeah, and he wasn't sure if she did or not, but I felt like she would have been like very good. I don't know if she would have worked for like the Jennifer Walters side, but she definitely would have worked for like if they wanted to do a just paint for She-Hulk.
I would definitely agree. Oh, she would absolutely work.
Yeah. Okay, and then our other answer to our question of the week is from Newman Lad on Instagram.
Another cool name.
Yeah, and I freaking love his profile picture. It's a picture of the Hulk.
Very good taste. Very good taste.
Damn right, he has good taste. So he says, like he kind of tagged their profiles, but Lauren Cohen, who has played in the new show Whiskey Cavalier, which Brielle has watched, and she's pretty good in that.
What?
Do what?
What? No. Where is Whiskey Cavalier on? Is it like on Netflix or Hulu?
Whiskey Cavalier, I think it's on Hulu.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on Hulu.
All right. Cool.
But yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Lauren Cohen's work, but from what I've seen from Whiskey Cavalier, I mean, she would be a pretty decent fit.
I'll have to check it out.
Yeah. And then he also said Paula Patton, which she has been in Warcraft and Mission Impossible, which I have not seen Warcraft or Mission Impossible, like any of them.
Really?
So I can't really judge her acting, but she has a pretty, like, the thing that I always thought about She-Hulk is she had very defined face, and it wasn't like a super feminine looking face, but it wasn't like masculine either. It was just kind of like perfectly centered, more leaning towards the feminine side, and I think that it's kind of like the look that Paula Patton has to her. So she would have been a really good fit too, assuming she did well in Warcraft and Mission Impossible.
I mean, I don't know about Warcraft, but I'm sure she was really good in Mission Impossible because all of those movies literally get really good reviews.
Right. He also said Alexandra Daddario, which she's from Baywatch and Percy Jackson. And this would have been a really good fit too. Like a really good fit.
Okay, I remember her in Baywatch. I don't remember her, though, in Percy Jackson.
Well, she was Annabelle.
Okay, I haven't seen the Percy Jackson movies in years, so...
Oh. Well, she's in Baywatch.
Okay, I mean, I remember her in that movie, so...
Yeah. And she also has, like, one of those faces, like, the very defined face. And I think she would do really well in that role, too.
I would definitely agree.
Yeah. And then the last one that he picked was Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who was in Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and she was also in Sky High.
All right, I'm already sold on her.
Yeah, right? Like, she would have done really, really good.
I don't know about you, but I think Sky High is a little underrated. I really enjoy that movie.
It's cheesy.
Yeah, but in the best kind of ways.
I'll give you that. It's definitely like a good cheesy, but it's cheesy nonetheless.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, and then he goes on to say, the muscle can be CGI'd, the acting cannot. And then in parentheses, but you know what I mean. And said, so we need, yeah, right. Yeah, so we need to focus more on Jen than She-Hulk, because a great Jen will make a great She-Hulk. A good She-Hulk will not necessarily make a good Jen. Which I could not agree with more.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, thank you to Newman Ladd and Kaiju Force.
Yes.
For answering our question of the week.
Yes, thank you so much. Very, very good answers. Like, seriously.
Very good answers. Yeah. So, I actually did not go with any of those.
Caleb.
For my She-Hulk.
You're an asshole.
Like, I couldn't. I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah, I didn't go with any of them for my She-Hulk. So, I had a really difficult time trying to cast my She-Hulk. I need to pull up her name really quick just to know who I was.
Can't believe you don't even know her name.
Thinking. No, I know who I cast. I just don't remember like the name of the girl that I was going to pick.
Mm-hmm.
Girls.
Sure, that's what they all say.
Shut up, asshole. Shit, where is she? Oh, okay. So I was kind of on the fence, and I was going to go with Erica Durance, who played Lois Lane in Smallville.
Okay, I never watched Smallville. So what's her name again? I'm sorry.
Erica Durance.
Erica. You say Duran or Durant?
Durance, Durance.
Erica.
And the reason I was thinking about her, but she ended up not really making it, because I feel like she's a little bit on the older side.
You ageist?
I know. Well, it's just because I feel like She-Hulk and Jen, they're very physical roles.
Okay.
And she doesn't do a lot of like physical stuff.
Oh.
Or she hasn't done a lot of physical stuff. So I was going to go with her because I feel like she has like one of the defined faces.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was going to go with her because I felt like she has the personality down, very just like the confident, the just outgoing, that kind of personality. Like that's kind of what she puts forth in her acting. But I did not end up going with her, like I said, because she seemed just a little on the older side. The other person that I was looking at, but ended up not going with, was Gwendolyn Christie.
Okay, let me look her up really quickly.
Yeah, so she's famous for being in the new Star Wars as Captain Phasma.
Dude, that would have been a very cool choice.
Right? And then she was also in Game of Thrones as Brienne of Tarth. So I was also going to go with her, and I brought this up to Brielle because I was discussing the casting with her, and I was like, "Hey, what do you think about her?" And Brielle was just like super stoked about it, being like, "Oh my gosh, she would be amazing," and she would kill it. But I ended up not going with her because I feel she has too feminine of a face.
Wow.
It's because her face isn't super well defined. Like she doesn't have very strong facial structure. Or not strong, she doesn't have very defined facial structure.
You know, I'm gonna find her email and I'm gonna tell her that you said all this. I don't know what I care.
Screw you! I freaking love her as an actress. It's just she wouldn't have worked for what I wanted her to do.
I don't care what you say. You just said that she is way too feminist of a face.
I know. I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for that one.
You're already getting hate now.
Shit. Okay, so yeah, it was between those two and the person that I actually did pick. And the person I did pick was Eliza Dushku. Or Dushku. I'm not 100% certain how you pronounce her last name.
I'm gonna laugh if I liked your previous two choices better.
Do what?
I'm gonna laugh if I like your other two choices better than the one that you actually picked.
So Eliza Dushku, or Dushku, however you say it.
Wait, no, damn it, she's the best choice.
Yeah, so screw you, asshole.
Hey.
So I picked her because I felt she was just, she's in her later 30s. I think she's 38. So she's definitely, on, the older side. But I think with Mark Ruffalo being in his 50s,
That
that
works
it kind of works
perfectly.
out.
Yeah.
It does, because Jen is supposed to be like Banner's like kid cousin, and I think the like almost like 11, 12 year gap is perfect. And she already has like a very young look about her, so she could even pull off being younger.
Yeah.
But
She really could.
Eliza is famous for playing Faith in Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
I never really watched that show a lot. I only watched a couple episodes when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did too. So I watched the Angel series first,
Okay.
and I think she was in that for a little while, and I really liked her. She very strong on-screen presence,
I feel
and I feel like that's exactly what you need.
yes, I completely agree for She-Hulk.
Yeah, so definitely with her, because she is on the shorter side. I think she's like 5'5". You're definitely going to have to go CGI with her.
Yeah.
And I think if you do even a fraction as well as you did with Hulk, you're solid. And like, it's not like, I think you could just like stretch her out, because she has a very like thin, like a skinny stature. You could stretch her out and like just kind of like grow how big she is, and I think the dimensions would work out rather well.
I can agree.
And she's done a lot of like actiony stuff. Like if you've seen her in Buffy, she does a lot of action.
Yes, she does.
And on top of that, she's already voiced She-Hulk.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she did the voice for She-Hulk in Hulk and the Agents of Smash TV show.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, exactly. Which is perfect, because that is like the voice that I imagine when I think of She-Hulk now. And I also like my design, or the design for She-Hulk that I yeah, the design for She-Hulk that I have in my head is very on par with what we saw of her in Agents of Smash. Like, so She-Hulk normally kind of wears it looks like a one-piece swimsuit, but it's purple.
Yes.
And then she wears like purple boots and has purple fingerless gloves. Like, that's kind of like what her outfit usually looks like. In Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., it's more like a shit, what do you wear at the beach? Like
a swimming suit?
There's like a name for it.
Here, let me look that up really quickly. It's not a one piece, is it?
No, it's not a one piece. It's kind of like a jumpsuit looking thing.
Yeah, I don't know the specific name for it.
Shit. Yeah, so
I
it's kind
do
of like
really
that.
like that look though for She-Hulk.
Yeah, right. So it's kind of like she has like a not really an armor, because she doesn't really need it. It's more just cover up for her.
Yeah.
So she has like that tactical look to her a little bit. I wouldn't even be upset if it was like more like if it was pants like on the bottom, and then it was just like a short sleeve on top, or just like maybe like even a tank top on top, and kind of like not overalls, maybe just like really small sleeves. And then I definitely want her to have the boots and the fingerless gloves, because I think that's just like an iconic look.
It really is, and I definitely agree with you. I think if you literally just take what she looks like in the show and just basically just put her into live action, it'd be perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's who I'm casting. That's kind of the design of She-Hulk that I'm thinking of. And I think with so this is a movie. I'm not trying to pitch the show, and this was really difficult for me because I feel She-Hulk works a lot better as a show than she does a movie. So this was a little difficult for me to do. But so here's what I was thinking. Because I kind of want to not do a crazy origin. Like, I don't want the whole movie to be a She-Hulk origin movie.
Okay.
Like, I kind of want to jump into She-Hulk as quickly and efficiently as possible.
Damn, you so basically you don't want like any backstory, nothing?
So I do want backstory.
Okay.
But I want it to be quick.
Like how quick?
So,
okay, so how long are you wanting the She-Hulk movie to be?
The She-Hulk movie I could see being about 2 hours.
Okay, so
and
like
then her, like from Jen to She-Hulk within the first 10 to 15 minutes.
damn, that's fast.
Yeah, so it's kind of like I want kind of what they did with Black Panther at the beginning. Not really like the exposition of how the Black Panther came to be and everything. I want the events that happened. So this is what I'm thinking is like the opening sequence.
Okay.
I want it to show her putting some criminal away because she is a lawyer. So I want to see her put some, like the end of a case, someone's getting thrown in jail because of her. Like a big crime boss or whatever. And I want her to be driving somewhere. Oh, I want her to be driving home. And just kind of so you get like a feel for who she is, just like, because Jennifer Walters, before she gets like transformed, is a very mousy, shy person. But in like the courtroom, she freaking kicks ass. So I kind of want to play on that a little bit. Like she's very confident in the courtroom, but very not confident in her like day-to-day life.
Well, that's sad.
Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer, but that's kind of what I want to roll with because of like the message I want to put out when she's at like finally She-Hulk.
All right, I get that.
So this is where I kind of imagine. So she's driving home, and I want Banner to be on her front porch, waiting for her.
It's not creepy at all.
Well, because he's been on the run for so long, and I think I would want this to be after Infinity War. Yeah, I think this would fit best after Infinity War, before Banner has gone and kind of de-hulked himself.
Okay, so it takes place like before like the 5-year mark.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
So maybe like a year.
Okay.
Like after the snap. So it's kind of like, yes, everyone's kind of bummed out, but life still has to go on.
Yeah.
So I feel like with that, there would be a lot of legal shit that would have to go on. So maybe that's why she's like doing all this stuff. So she kicks ass in the courtroom, is driving home, and you see some like car following her. kind of leads into that. She gets home, she gets out of her car and sees Banner like at her front door, kind of like checking on her.
Okay.
And then I kind of want her to kind of have that that shocked moment for a little bit, and then like very quickly a drive-by where where she gets like mortally wounded. So she's going to get shot, and it's going to like, I don't know exactly where because I'm not a freaking doctor. But I want like Banner to also kind of like duck for cover.
Okay.
Like a little bit, but he's fine.
Okay, so he doesn't get shot at all.
Right.
Okay.
But he has like a bit of adrenaline going on. So I want, like, this is like the part where I kind of want it to go a little like quicker paced. Is where like he goes and like grabs her, picks her up, and goes into like takes her into her house and does like, I kind of want like that silent, like you don't really know what's going on tone going on where you can hear him talking, but it's like very muffled.
Oh yeah. Okay, that'd be really cool.
So kind of
actually.
talking like that. So it's all kind of from her perspective, like from this point on.
Okay.
She gets picked up, she gets taken into the house, and he's like freaking out, and you kind of hear him, like you kind of start to be able to make out that she's been shot, but people aren't going to be able to come and help for a while, and he's just like, well, shit, she's going to die soon. She needs an emergency transfusion. He gets like first aid shit and is able to like jerry-rig the shit out of this transfusion stuff, and then kind of puts his blood into her. And he's already in kind of an adrenaline mode.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just in his blood, but I think you could just play off that the adrenaline just kind of made the Hulk stuff kind of come out a little bit. But even though he's like still not on talking terms with Hulk.
Yeah.
And then like does the emergency blood transfusion. And then you kind of see her eyes going green. And then it's like the opening title.
Yeah, I was just going to ask that. I was going to be like, okay, is that how you're going to open it? But okay. I didn't know if you wanted to like have the title earlier, but that is perfect, dude.
Yeah. So
that is
from
amazing.
That point, that's when like I wanted to cut to after Endgame.
Oh, after Endgame. Okay.
Yeah. So the opening sequence is before, and I kind of like, you can definitely play on that, be like, oh, it's been a year since this, and you could just kind of play with that, like with news items or whatever.
So, okay, so in that 5 years, has she been like testing out, or like does she like fully realize that, oh, you know, like I have the Hulk's power inside me?
So that's where it, like, that's why I kind of wanted to leave it at that. Like, so
Okay.
where it's just the green eyes. And then I want to cut into like a courtroom, because like She-Hulk's a very interesting character. From what I've read, she doesn't just defend heroes, she also defends villains.
What?
Or like criminals, because she's a defense attorney. Like it's her job.
Oh, okay.
Like, even though she knows that like, it's really fun, like how they play with her, like how she does stuff. So she has, in like the Civil War storyline, she has defended both sides of heroes.
Yeah.
Like she's defended people that were on Captain America's side with not registering as superheroes, and she's defended people that have or that do register with Iron Man. She kind of plays both sides, but she's very like professional. So I would want to open up with her defending, like doing a criminal defense, and then just kind of like play off that you can't see her. So maybe like show her like just her outfit for a lot, and then when she's like talking in the court doing her thing, like this is a very weird movie for a civilian person to write because I'm not a lawyer. So I was thinking that maybe, opening it up, playing that she's kind of winning this case, right?
Okay.
And like very like confident and everything, and then it just kind of, you don't get to see her, but you get to see everyone kind of reacting to her. And then it like cuts out and she's big and green. But she's like in a dress and everything, or what, like a pantsuit or whatever.
Yeah.
So kind of playing off that, like you don't get to see her, and then it's big reveal, she's She-Hulk. And I want to play off that she can turn back to normal. Like, this is the issue that I have. She can turn normal if she wants to. There has been things that have come up in comics where she's kind of been forced to be one or the other.
Okay.
But in a normal state, she is able to transform at will. So I kind of want to play off that she can decide when she wants to be She-Hulk and when she wants to be Jen.
Okay, I like that.
But I don't know. I don't quite know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know, because they didn't really explore that in the MCU with Hulk.
Right, but Hulk's never been able to control his transformation.
That's a
Jen
good
has
point.
been able to go back and forth. Like, she's been able to run around a corner and then just, like, shrink down and then come back.
Well, so do you think maybe... Okay, so you know how you were saying that Banner gives her some of his blood, and because, like, he's starting to get the adrenaline, that's why she gets some of the Hulk serum in her?
Yes.
Because, Banner got, like, the full gamma radiation, and she only got a little bit. Can that be the reason why she can decide when she wants to turn to the She-Hulk and when she doesn't? Just because the reason why Banner can't is because he literally has it all, so it kind of makes sense that he can't choose. Like, it just comes and goes when it decides to.
Right.
Would that make sense at all?
So it does, like, that's kind of like what they were leaning towards with the comics.
Okay.
Is she was able, like, what triggered her transformation was adrenaline. Was kind of like the anger of being shot. That's
Okay.
like what triggered her transformation. But she does retain her personality. So it was kind of like Banner's blood didn't have like a chance to kind of like cycle itself through.
Ah, okay.
I mean, I think that's maybe how, I don't know if that's how blood works.
Yeah, dude, I don't know either. I'm not a doctor.
Yeah, but yeah, so maybe it was just in her and then it like triggered, but I don't know how, like, she prefers to be She-Hulk because of the confidence that it gives her.
I can understand
And
that.
the only thing that I was thinking of that maybe it could play off that, like, oh yeah, that she can transform at will, is if she like, and I know this is really dumb, is if she, like, after like the case, she went into like a restroom and then like got in a stall, and then like you could see her shrink down, and then like once she was done, grow back into She-Hulk. Like, that's the only thing that I could think of that would show that she has control over her transformation.
That's fair, because I think that is a really hard thing to show.
Yeah. And then, like, I was also thinking that, like, what if she was, maybe it could even be like maybe she's getting ready for bed, and then she just kind of goes back, or like while she's like once she like falls asleep, she transforms back into Jen. Like how do you think that would work?
Okay, so basically she's She-Hulk all day?
Yeah, like She-Hulk all day. Like she chooses to be She-Hulk. She chooses that.
Okay, so it's
because
not
she likes that confidence and all that other stuff. And then she like very rarely ever turns into Jen.
I could see that working. Yeah, just as long as she's the one that decides. Not that it's just like, like a curse, like in like Shrek, where Fiona was a princess at day, but at night she turned into an ogre.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely not like that.
Okay.
It's more like she chooses to be like it's that conscious decision, and then maybe once she like falls asleep, then she kind of reverts back. Because she's not making that conscious decision.
Okay, I could see that working.
Yeah?
Yeah, I actually really could.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so in my movie, Hulk is also like a pretty significant part of this.
As long as Mark Ruffalo's still playing him, I'm okay with that.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I was thinking with that whole deal, with this being definitely after the events of Endgame, I think it would be really cool for the world to kind of like it's back to normal. It's maybe a year or two after everyone's come back.
Okay.
And then, so she does her lawyer thing. She's defending all these people. And this is kind of where I want to introduce... I kind of want the Hulk and Jen to take on the leader. So do you know who the leader is?
Yeah, I forget his name, but he was in the Incredible Hulk and, didn't towards the ending, his, head start to kind of, transform into the
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that is the guy.
Yes. So do you know, or do you remember the episode of Jimmy Neutron where Sheen becomes smart?
Yes, I do.
And his head grows really big?
Yeah.
That's kind of that's the leader. But he's green.
Can we get the guy that voiced Sheen to do his voice?
So no, I would not get the guy that voiced Sheen to do this. I would get I kind of would want to go to the guy that was going to play him.
But come on, it's the guy that voiced Sheen Estevez. Nah.
Yeah. So
I know it wouldn't work.
I would go with that guy.
I
would, the guy that was originally supposed to play, just so it feels like we had some sort of continuity with the Incredible Hulk.
That's fair, and that guy's a really good actor, so.
Oh yeah, he's freaking amazing. So I would say, he's playing the leader. He is fully transformed into the leader, and he's trying to take on the Hulk. And this is my way of fixing what the Russo brothers broke.
You are just never going to let this go, are you?
No, I will never let it go. This is this is going to fix the Hulk for me. So I want some years passing by, and I want Ross, now he's Secretary of State Ross.
Yeah.
I want him to come after Banner. And I want him to try and hold Banner responsible for the actions of the Hulk.
I honestly think that's a really good idea because I thought it was interesting how in Avengers Age of Ultron, after, the Hulk and Tony go at it in the Hulkbuster. How Mariah Hill brings up that there's no word yet on Banner's arrest, but it's definitely still up in the air. I thought that was really cool how she brought that up.
Yes, absolutely. Like, that's kind of what I want to play off of. Like,
yeah. Oh, dude, I'd love
especially since him being like full Hulk all the time.
Yeah.
That's what I want out of it.
Okay,
like I'm definitely not going to make it so Hulk and Banner are just, it's like, I don't want it to revert it back to like that kind of relationship where it's either one or the other in charge.
Okay.
But I definitely want to like kind of make it so they have like an understanding.
Okay. All right. I like this.
Yeah, and then this is kind of goes with what I was wanting with the Banner movie that we Dreamcast. Like, I wanted him to kind of have a discussion with Hulk. Obviously, can't do that in this one. But
I mean, you could, but you might have to make it like 3 hours.
Yeah. So I want him. I'm going to call him Smart Hulk, or I'm just going to call him Big Banner.
Why not Professor Hulk?
Because it's not Hulk. So I want Banner to go back, like, definitely, like, all hulked out, to go and visit Jen.
Okay.
And just kind of like check up on her. And with this kind of requires his arm to be fixed. So,
and how do you how do you think that they should fix that?
He should just heal. That's kind of just his shtick.
Not according
like,
to the Russos.
I know, but the Russos are wrong. Listen, they've made an amazing movie. They did not treat Hulk the way Hulk needed to be treated. He should just heal that shit off. Like, honestly, he should just like gamma radiate his arm and be fine. Oh shit. I just figured out how they're going to separate. Okay, so yeah, so I want him to go visit Jen. I want them to kind of like have that like bonding moment, because I want them to like kind of have a relationship.
Like, we talking like a Scott and Hope kind of relationship?
Not a Scott. Well, it's his cousin.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't mean like, like an actual like relationship, but kind of like the banter that those two had in Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yes.
Okay.
Like, I want her to, like, that's kind of why I think Eliza is a perfect fit for Jen. She is very like snarky.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that she should, like, it should be like that. Like, Banner's kind of the more mild mannered, just kind of like laid back, very calm all the time guy. And then Jen is just kind of the one that gives him a hard time.
Okay.
But like all in fun.
Yeah.
So I think like they should definitely play off that. And so kind of build that relationship. And then I want Ross to come in with his frickin' army on Jen's like front porch and arrest the Hulk, or arrest Banner. So yeah, that's what I definitely want to happen.
Okay.
Banner needs to get arrested as Hulk, and this is going to be like more of a crime movie, or like not a crime movie, like Law and Order a little bit.
I'm down for that.
And then I want Banner to just kind of be the focus of this trial. It's kind of like the trial of the Incredible Hulk, but his defense lawyer is Jen. So I want him to like do all that stuff, get arrested, gets taken away. She becomes his defense lawyer, and then she goes to court against the government. And throughout this trial, she realizes that the leader is kind of the head of, is basically making the calls for the government, and he's the one that kind of is trying to get Banner arrested or sent to this jail. And I want him to get sent there to that prison, and I want the leader to start basically pumping him full of gamma radiation.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and basically undoing what Banner did. So maybe this could be how they fix his arm, and his arm's just been jacked up until this point. But this could be how they fix his arm, where he's just getting pumped full of this stuff, and then his healing factor just goes off the freaking charts and heals his arm.
That could work.
Eventually, it just becomes, it separates, it kind of frees the Hulk again.
That'd be insane.
Then it busts out, and then he comes back to, I'm going to say New York, and then him and Jen kind of have a fight. Jen is even though she doesn't have the personality, she isn't as strong as the Hulk, but she can hold her own against him. So I kind of want a gamma raged Hulk, and this is kind of where the Russo's brother their design kind of comes in. They made they made Big Banner smaller than Hulk. So I want basically him to grow bigger, and then Jen kind of and him kind of have a fight, and he subdues her, or I want her to kind of be able to subdue him, not defeat him, because Hulk can't be defeated, but kind of hold him down and calm him down enough to get him to shrink kind of back down to Banner.
So does all that she need to say the sun's getting real low? Is that what's going to...
No. No, just kind of basically just calm Hulk down, and then he goes back to Mark Ruffalo.
Okay.
And then from there, they kind of have that relationship. They talk about what happened, and he's just this dude freed the Hulk, blah 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 blah. And then he ends up getting found out, but escaping, because I think the leader would be really good to kind of bring back constantly. He's smart enough to get away, but he's also not smart enough to kind of apply for the Hulk.
Okay.
So it's very centered about Jen kind of mixing, going back and forth between her lawyer world and her She-Hulk role. So she has that suit, her jumpsuit looking thing, and then she goes and does all this investigating, and then she goes back to the courtroom and presents all of this evidence that she found.
Okay. So with
so
this,
it's kind of like that.
Okay, no, I think that's a really good. Actually, this actually really would work well for a movie.
Yeah, now that I've talked it through, it definitely does.
Yeah. So are Banner and She-Hulk the only Hulks that you want shown in this movie, or are you wanting to tease any of the other ones?
The leader is definitely I want him in it.
Okay. Besides him, though.
Besides him, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
But I think so. Yeah, he's definitely those are the only 3 Hulks that you see. But I do want to kind of tease the Red Hulk.
I'd be kind of in a post-credit scene, or
yeah.
Okay.
Where Jen's kind of won this case against the government, and Ross is all pissed off. And then he goes to this facility that he thought was like a government facility, but it was actually just the leader's gamma radiator thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I want him to jump in it and kind of Red Hulk out.
Okay, that'd be
like
badass.
I don't want you to see anything. Like I want I'm trying to think of how like radiation would work, like visually, because I was thinking smoke, but that's a little Green Goblin-y to me.
That's the same thing I was thinking. Because honestly, it'd be kind of cool if it just did like a tease to where like through a little bit through the smoke you can see like a red fist, and then that's like the tease right there, and then it just cuts to black.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. Yeah, so he turns it on, gets pumped full of like the radiation, and then it explodes. And then out of like on the ground, you just see a red fist hit it.
Yes. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's what I want to tease, but I know like I made this sound like it's very Hulk centered because it's just kind of wrapped around the Hulk, but it is in my head it is very Jen focused.
No, I definitely agree. I think it is definitely Gen focused, but I feel when you're introducing She-Hulk, just so like people can kind of get a grasp of like, you know, like what's going on and like maybe have a refresher for like what other versions of this character are, I think you definitely should have Banner in here for as long as you do or as much time as you do.
Yeah. I want him to be locked up for a majority of it.
Okay.
And then I want her to kind of do like her investigating and then just back and forth. And then like I want to end the movie with her becoming an assistant DA.
Okay.
Because that's a position that she holds right now. And it's because she's able to separate like kind of her superhero from her lawyer side. Like she's able to distinguish that very, very well. Like I feel like in the comics, Tony Stark, he's not able to split himself between like a friend and Iron Man very well.
Yeah.
And then say like with Captain America, it's basically just Steve Rogers.
Oh yeah.
It's just Steve or Steve in a Captain America outfit.
Yep.
And like that's what I love about the Hulks. There is two very different sides. Like with Banner, there's the genius scientist or the green freaking rage monster. And with Jen, there's the lawyer and there's the superhero.
Yeah.
And those lines like rarely ever mix. And the only reason they even mix is because she prefers to stay as She-Hulk.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's what I'm thinking for my She-Hulk movie.
I honestly think this would work very well. I'm sold.
Yeah.
Do you think that they could use this kind of story for the TV show that they're coming out with? You think it would work well with a TV show, or do you think it could only work for a movie?
I think you could split it up. Like definitely, I think you can definitely get into her origin a lot deeper.
Yeah.
But like I feel like people are maybe a little sick of origin stories.
I mean, I can understand why.
Yeah, like I definitely am not. I love the She-Hulk story. And like that's kind of like what I derive the intro from, because like her original origin was her parents were fighting this crime lord, and she ended up getting shot while Banner was at her house trying to say, "Hey, I'm the Hulk." And then he had to do the emergency blood transfusion.
Oh, okay.
And then her rage kind of turned her into She-Hulk. She was able to go take down the guys that shot her, and then she was able to run back to her room and be fine. So, like, that's kind of the original story. So I kind of wanted to play off that a little bit, because in this, she's getting hunted down because of what she did, not what her parents were doing.
Yeah, which I think actually that would work better, I feel.
Yeah. And then, like, I definitely think that you could play off, like, the confidence, like, and doing what, like, kind of playing off of, like, what you do, what makes you confident in yourself.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how you look, no matter whatever makes you feel good, do that. And then maybe the leader could play off of that a little bit and be like, oh, you really think that they trust a green lawyer? Like, basically pulling the whole "you're a sideshow" stuff.
I think I like that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
Like,
I think
don't
her
have
comeback. Sorry.
Do what?
Not honestly, I think her comeback to that should be you'd be surprised, but
Yeah, but that's the tone and the focus of the movie. It should be like I think you could. I'm calling this movie She-Hulk, but I feel like this could also be like the trial of the Hulk.
okay. So,
Like,
but
I'm still calling it She-Hulk though.
okay.
But yeah, that's all I really had.
No, I think that's a really good story.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm sold.
Yeah. Hopefully the Marvel show is kind of fits into that. I'm hoping.
I trust Kevin Feige. I think he's gonna take this character with care, handle her well, and give her a worthwhile show.
I sure hope so, because I absolutely love She-Hulk. Like, love, love, love her.
Okay, let's calm down, man. Calm down. Keep it in your pants.
Why you gotta make it all gross?
It's part of my job, man. It's part of my job.
So yeah, so that's my She-Hulk pitch.
I'd say it was a very good one.
Oh, cool. So I don't got anything else. Did you have anything you wanted to add or questions or whatever?
No, not that I can really think of. No, because I'm down for the
Alright.
casting. Love the story. Yeah, dude, I'm sold.
Hell yeah. Well, cool. So I think that concludes this episode. If you like this episode, want to check out more of our stuff, you can subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Radio Public, and Spotify. You can also check out all of our content on YouTube. New videos will be headed your way soon. Not soon. Like, I'm still away for another week. So
Yeah, so soon-ish.
maybe a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Soon-ish.
Yeah, I feel it's always our answer, and I feel bad every single week.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to follow us on social media, we're on Facebook.com/TheAllBros. No punctuation in there. We're on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle is @TheAllBros. Or you can email us at theallbroschannel at theallbroschannel@gmail.com, or on our website, which is tinyurl.com/theallbros. If you have a movie you want us to break down, a showdown idea, or give us a topic to do a Dreamcast on, or want to be a guest, or whatever, just hit us up on any of those things. We're gonna once I get back and get into like a better swing of things, we're gonna try and get more guests on with us, at least with breakdowns.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, this is like brand new. We are going to be starting a store of sorts.
Yep. We made it. We made it, man. We have an official store.
Well, we we don't have anything on it yet.
Okay, but still.
Yeah. So be sure to check out or keep a lookout on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. I'm going to start turning. I'm trying to convert all of our episode art that I make to kind of be T-shirt friendly. And there's a website called TeePublic that we're going to use, and you can get like shirts, you can get hoodies, you can get mugs, notebooks, stickers, whatever, and they all have like the episode. They'll all have like episode arts on them. So if there's a certain episode art that you really like, I mean, you'll be able to buy that shit on our store.
Yeah. I already told Caleb I already have 2 added to my cart. So
once I get them done. So
Yeah.
I'm just converting files right now. And then I'll eventually upload them. Like if I can make them look all nice and get them downloaded, because my computer's a piece of shit. But yeah, so look forward to that within the next couple weeks. And yeah, so next week, Rose is going to be doing a Dreamcast of Kate Bishop's Hawkeye.
yeah, so excited.
Yeah, I'm freaking excited to hear about that too, because I don't know anything about Kate Bishop.
I didn't.
Like comic panel things here and there.
Yeah, dude, I didn't either until I started doing my research. But on like Clint is still my favorite version of Hawkeye, but she really does give him a run for his money as the other version of Hawkeye.
That's awesome.
And
I can't wait to hear about her.
One thing I really want to say, I'm really glad that they just called her Hawkeye. They didn't call her like Hawkeye Girl or like Woman Hawkeye, because I think that would have been so stupid. Or She Hawkeye. Yeah. Yeah,
that would be dumb.
Yeah.
And I like how, like, even in the comics, I know that, I mean, because she's shown up in a couple comics that I've read, but I like how they kind of both share that name.
Yes, yeah, I like that too. And it works. I think so.
Yeah, it definitely works. So yeah. So look forward to that next week. And until then, this has been the All Bros Podcast. I'm Caleb.
And I'm Jonathan.
And we'll catch you guys next time. Deuces.
So long. Love.
At some point, you just kind of accept that Herbert's going to be in this podcast forever.
You really do. And, you got to accept that one of these episodes, as long as my voice doesn't die, I'm going to do Herbert at least the Herbert voice one whole episode. It's going to happen. So get ready.
All right, we'll see.
Yeah.